We are not going to change as much of this game as we did in Planet Coaster.
Jurassic World Evolution is a somewhat bare-bones park builder with solid graphics and recognizable Jurassic Park dinosaurs. Jurassic World Evolution 2 is a somewhat bare-bones park builder with solid graphics and recognizable Jurassic Park dinosaurs. Jurassic World Evolution 3 will be a somewhat bare-bones park build. I'm just gonna get straight to the point. The Jurassic World Evolution franchise is a massive scam, and I am tired of pretending it's not. Let's just start with the first game and work our way up. I bought Jurassic World Evolution right after its launch, and I was absolutely hyped. Never before had I seen a dinosaur game look this good, and coupled with my interest in Minecraft and other builders, I was absolutely hooked on this title. I played for maybe a few weeks before I started to realize some issues. The dinosaurs appeared sophisticated initially, but quickly became robotic, predictable patterns that stuck out like a sore thumb. Basic building tools such as decoration placement, custom terrain, and even water placement was tedious, restrictive, and incredibly bland. But I was still fine with this. The game, all things considered, was a ton of fun. Then came the updates, or lack thereof. Jurassic World Evolution has a very simple and understandable update system. Each one would come with a free update and a DLC. Fair enough. What wasn't fair were the contents of each update. We'd receive maybe a few basic changes every couple of months, and that was about it. Almost zero new content, absolutely zero new dinosaurs, and if we were lucky, maybe a decoration or two. Meanwhile, the DLCs, which could be as expensive as $15 on top of the game's AAA purchase price, would include tons of new content, challenges, and dinosaurs. It was frustrating to say the least, but yet again, I was willing to put up with it. The DLCs were still very high quality, and tended to add enough to the game to justify the price. Then came Jurassic World Evolution 2. After just a few years and a slow trickle of updates, Jurassic World Evolution was left completely abandoned to make way for a sequel. This was honestly a grotesque decision. The game we paid tons of money for was suddenly irrelevant compared to the new game. It would have epic aquatic sanctuaries and huge new aviaries. The dinosaurs would be more fluid and lifelike, and all the building issues with the previous game would be resolved. I cut my losses and purchased the new one, expecting to, at the very least, be rewarded with a much better video game. However, when I loaded up the game, what did it change? Almost nothing. It is essentially the exact same product with a fresh coat of paint and the exact same price tag. There are some new dinosaurs, a few new building options, plus the aquatics and aviaries we were promised. But other than that, the game retained the exact same flaws it had in the first one. Each dinosaur got a few interactive behaviors and better models, but were nearly as robotic as the first installment. The building restrictions were just as harsh as ever, and the new aquatic building tools were worse than anything we'd seen before. Hell, you couldn't even place the existing decorations into them. The epic new game I had just bought for full price gave a half-assed attempt at the only new feature I was excited for, and don't even get me started on the aviaries. But all of this aside, the game was regrettably a lot of fun. It had more than the first game, at least marginally, and was overall a great experience. I could never argue that this franchise isn't, at the very least, quite fun. We got a few decent updates over the years, and more ridiculously cool DLCs that we probably should have gotten for free, but oh well. This video would never have been made if it weren't for the announcement of Jurassic World Evolution 3, which, as stated by the developers,
we are not going to change as much of this game as we did in Planet Coaster.
For context, Planet Coaster 2 changed a diddly dick from the first game. Now, this quote can be interpreted in a number of ways, but the gist of it is that the new Jurassic World The new Jurassic World Evolution will play it safe, and that is not what people are asking for. This will yet again be a full-priced reskin of an existing video game. It might as well be NBA 2K25. Why are people okay with this? In all fairness, you may hope and pray for the third game to be the best thing ever made, but given Frontier's track record, how is that a reasonable conclusion to make? How can people defend this behavior? The first two games barely saw the end of 3 years before they got shelved for the next installment. How can we expect anything different this time? And why are people willing to spend AAA prices for the exact same product again? These games have tons of modding support, which mind you is very free and adds way more to the game than Frontier could ever be bothered with, so I quite simply don't understand the hype. I loved the first 2 games, but I am done pretending this practice is anything short of predatory. There is tons of speculative content out there trying to give this game a fair shake, and I truly don't believe that sentiment is deserved. If we don't see massive changes to creature AI, an overhaul of the building system, and plenty of free content, this game will be worthless to me. And I feel as though I am in a shocking minority when I say that. I simply ask that this game justifies its own existence instead of feeling like an update we should have received for the previous game. But right now, I just don't see it, and I will remain skeptical until I have solid evidence to believe otherwise. I find that a large percentage of this community is way too happy with the treatment we've received, and I'm genuinely so tired of it. But anyways, I do hope JWE3 proves me wrong. Thank you for watching, and have a wonderful day.